What's going on, everybody? My name is Zach. Happy New Year. I hope you're doing well. Today I'm going to take you on a ride along while I do lunch orders on Grubhub, Uber Eats, and DoorDash. Let's see how much I make. Today is a very good day. It snowed on Christmas Eve and the temperature went below freezing for about a week and a half. And all of the snow and ice got compressed down and the roads were just dangerous to drive on. So this is my first time out driving in about a week and a half, and I am super excited to get out and finally make some money and take you guys with me. I've had a few trash Grubhub orders so far, like sub $1 a mile. Got this Little Caesars here. Let's see where that's going. Nope. That is going to somewhere I don't want to be. Let's see, we've got an Uber as well. Alright, we got this Uber we're going to go ahead and accept. It's $9.56 for, I think it was 5.6 miles. So we'll go ahead and do that. Apparently a few years ago, somebody in the county government decided it was a good idea to sell all of our snow plows. We don't really get a ton of snow here in the Northwest, but this time we did, and we were kind of screwed for a good while. On top of that, there's apparently a labor shortage for snowplow drivers. So all of those things kind of coupled together kind of screwed me over. So we got this $6 DoorDash going to McDonald's, but it's going in the opposite direction of where I'm going. So unfortunately, we will not be taking that. Okay, so they are drive-through only, which is really common right now. Right now they're not very busy. It should take less than 5 minutes. It's just shy of $10 for this order, so I think it's probably worth it. So I'll go ahead and wait in this drive-through line and make some money. All right, so we got that order. We are on our way to the customer, and I did text them and let them know that they were drive-through only. If you communicate with your customers, that goes a long way. Apologize for the wait, say you're going to be on your way soon, and they genuinely appreciate it. So I should be there in about 5 minutes, and we'll have made that $9-10. So here in Washington State, as of January 1st, I believe, of this year, there is a new law where it is now illegal to give utensils out. So if I were to grab like a spork or spoon or something like that for a customer without them asking, I would technically be violating the law. So I'm really curious to see how that's going to play out. I wonder if customers are going to be aware that they're going to have to ask for silverware on to-go orders now, or if they're just going to be disappointed when we show up and they have to eat with their hands. I hope that doesn't result in bad ratings, but if they do ask for it, we're allowed to do it. And I'm kind of wondering if, I want to research this a little further, but I'm wondering if I could get away with sending them a message just saying, hey, heads up, as of the new year, we're not able to provide silverware unless you specifically request it. But I want to know your guys' comments on that. Let me know. So that was pretty easy. Guy came out, he was friendly. So easy 10 bucks. All right, so we got this order at a pizza place on Grubhub. It is $12.94, so I think we're gonna go ahead and do that. This one is going to a house. Whether it's going to a house or an apartment does play into my decision making. I find apartments typically take longer because, I mean, I don't like parking in other people's spots personally. Sometimes you really kind of have to, but I try to avoid it. So I find myself spending more time on apartments because I got to find parking, and then I have to find the building and then the unit. So if I'm going to do an apartment order, I do typically like to see a little bit more money for it. I kind of want to talk to you guys about Grubhub. Grubhub for me used to be my #1 app. It consistently had...
Watch out, vehicle on shoulder ahead.
It consistently had and kind of has the highest paying orders. But after Jed, or whatever it's called, bought Grubhub, they lowered our base pay by 40%. No, excuse me, by 60% in my market. We had a $9 minimum, and now we have a $4 minimum. So that has drastically decreased the number of Grubhub orders that I take on a daily basis. I wouldn't have a problem with accepting $7 and $8 orders on Grubhub if it weren't for the fact that Grubhub, at least in my market, has a bad habit of the customer ordering and then the driver immediately getting the order. It is so common to see an order where the customer ordered 1 minute ago and then the pickup time is 1 minute past the order time. Like, they want us there before the customer even ordered the food. And it makes for a bad experience for us too, because the restaurants get pissed off. They put in a certain time that order is going to be ready, only for Grubhub to completely ignore it. Does Grubhub do that in your guys' market? Leave it in the comments, let me know. This order was ordered at 11:26, so about 12 minutes ago. It says pickup by 12:20, so that might be the exception, but I have a feeling that this will be done before that. Oh yeah, that smells good. So this will be a quick 12-13 bucks. Let's go ahead and bag this up, and we'll get on the way. Grubhub has this nasty habit when I'm about 0.2 miles away with sending me another offer when I'm trying to find a house. So kind of hoping they don't do that right now. Pretty sure my internet doesn't work in this neighborhood either. So actually, this might have been going to that lady that I freaked out one time. She had a leave it at the door order, and I was like in the process of dropping it off at her door, and she came out and saw me and like jumped, like, you know, it was funny looking. It was like a cat jump, like ah! I'm just gonna literally slide in here. All right, looking for. All right, this customer was super awesome, and they were really detailed with their instructions. I hope I'm gonna be able to get out of here. Pull in here, and we're gonna just back out like a bat out of hell after I drop this off. All right, so I just got that dropped off. Customer actually came to the door. They were super cool. I thought it was the one I freaked out, but well, I feel like I'm in Tokyo Drift here. It's freaking awesome. They came out, they were super cool. It was not the one I had freaked out that time, so that's cool, I guess. We're gonna slide again. So I guess now we're on to find the next order. Hope I get up this hill. I really hope I get up this hill. I think we're okay. quirky, and I give nicknames to everything. So my car is Vladimir Scootin, and Vladimir Scootin is typically pretty good in the snow. Last year I would take him out every time it would snow, and I'd make at least a couple $100 every time I'd go out. Unfortunately this year, my tires are kind of getting to the point where it's probably time to replace them, so it's just not particularly safe for me to be out for extended periods of time on the road when they're all like nasty. The main roads, as you can see, are okay. I don't feel like it's dangerous to be driving on these. I was a little sketched out in that last spot I was just in, but yeah, I think as long as it doesn't snow again today, I think I'm gonna stay out for a while and see how much more money I can make. I just got this DoorDash offer for McDonald's. It is 2.6 miles for $5.75. Now, usually I'd like to see $6 minimum to take an order, with a minimum of about $2 a mile ideally. It will go down to $1 a mile, but right now it's noon. It's just after 12 o'clock, and I know that there's a better order, so that $5.75 is just not going to cut it. So this is a Walmart pickup we just got for $8.50. It is 51 items going 6.2 miles. No thank you. Gonna go ahead and just not want to go to that store. So we're on our way to Barclay Village up here. Oh, and they paused my dash. That's nice. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. We're on our way to Barclay Village, and I like to wait here because there's a Thai place right here. There's a sushi place. There's a few fast food places really close. A couple of health food places. It's very central to a lot of places that good tips come out of. Behind the Woods Coffee right there is a place called Luna's Bistro. It's like a high-end American food, real fancy place, good tips out of there. Behind that, like right over there, is a place called Zen Sushi. But really good tips come out of that place. Somebody's driving over here. I don't want them to think I'm looking at them. We have the theater, which, believe it or not, has Uber orders coming out of there now. Who in their right mind would want to pay for overpriced popcorn on an overpriced app is beyond me, but it happens. Next to that, we have Vitality Bowls, which is on Grubhub, DoorDash, and Uber. Same thing with the Subway right next to it. And then behind us, in the other direction, we have about 5 or 6 other restaurants that are all on the various services. So that's why I like to wait here. And then there's also a Jack in the Box, which I never go to. There's a couple of McDonald's. It's just very central, and it's a good place to wait. Ooh, let's see what we got here. Okay, we got $6.59. Okay, so right now I have 2 offers. I've got one from Grubhub. It's 7.5 miles for $10.66. And then I have a DoorDash for $5.25, but this one is only going 1.7 miles. The pickup is just right up here, and I know exactly where the drop-off is. It'll be quick, easy, and ready, so we're going to go ahead and break my rule on this one, and we're going to do the $5.25. So it's not the $6, but it makes sense to do it. It's super close, and I don't need the GPS. We just zip in and just drop it off. It'll be quick, easy, and it'll buy me a cup of coffee. So we'll do it. Got some chicken. That one was already done, so this will start to finish take about 10 minutes. Super quick and easy, and I will see you guys when we get there. I'm a little miffed. When I was coming out of KFC, I missed this order for another chicken place here in town. It was a double for $16.14. It was going 8 miles, but I guess you can't get them all. I usually don't like delivering in this neighborhood because the hospital is like right here, and it's always kind of. But again, it was super close to KFC, so not a big deal at all. And we are here. Yeah, boy. All right, so we are just over an hour into me driving for lunch, and so far I've done 3 orders on all 3 of the platforms I drive for. So that's a good start to the day. We've done an Uber, we've done a DoorDash, and we've done a Grubhub. So Uber was blowing up my phone the most, so I had to shut it off. So I've got Uber back on now. That first tip came through, and I got... Ah, nice. He tipped me $5.85. That was a super easy order, so we'll go ahead and send the thanks for the tip. Now we got a Grubhub offer here that we will not be taking. It is $6.84 going 3.9 miles for Wendy's. And not to mention, it's on the other side of town, so we will not be doing that. So far, I'm 3 for 3 on contact orders. A couple of people, 2 of the 3 did put no contact, but came to the door anyway. With the snow, over this last week, I think everybody's been cooped up inside and they're anxious for human interaction again. So it's been kind of nice to see some smiling faces. So at first glance, this McDonald's order is pretty good. It's $7, 3.5 miles, and it's going to a house. Typically, I would probably do that, but I happen to know that McDonald's is drive-through only, and at 12:30 in the afternoon, they're going to have a lot of cars in the drive-thru, so I'd end up waiting for that for 15-20 minutes before I got the food. All right, guys, that was a super quick order. It took about 10 minutes, and now we're back here at Barclay Village. DoorDash is currently sending me this hot garbage, which is a no-tip teriyaki place that is not the quickest in the world. So $2.75, going 4.1 miles. Okay, so we got that McDonald's, and now we are on the way to the customer. When I was in the restaurant, I looked at the address, and it's not actually going quite where I thought it was. It's going to quite one of our busier city streets. So when that happens, if I know I'm going to be driving down a busy street, what I like to do is Google the address. In this specific case, it's a house. So I was able to find a listing on Zillow for this house. So I know what it looks like, so that should help me find it when I pull up. Also, when we were in there, I got a double Grubhub for 19 something. So we'll go ahead and do that too after we drop this order off. So 1 in the car, 2 in the queue. It's kind of what I like to see. All right, I got that McDonald's dropped off. It started hailing, so I feel like a wet dog now. But I am on my way to the mall, unfortunately, to pick up some pretzels and some wings. But they're both going to houses. Both places are kind of slow to pick up from, so I'm kind of glad I did this order before this one came up. Hopefully it'll give them some time to get the order ready. All right, I'm just pulling up to the mall, picking up my first order of this double. Both places are in the mall. The first one's at Auntie Anne's. It's that pretzel place that's way too expensive. This one I have to actually walk inside the mall to go get, which I'm not super thrilled about. The second pickup is at Buffalo Wild Wings, which has an exterior entrance. So that one will be a lot easier. I'm a little late picking this up, but this place is not the quickest in the world, so I'm sure I'm fine. I'll check back in after I get this order. Okay, so it's currently raining ice and kind of snow, so these are going to have to be my last 2 orders for now. All right, I just got that other order. It's going back and forth between snowing and hailing now, so like I stated earlier, my tires are not the best in the weather, so we're going to go ahead and get these dropped off, and then I'll be heading home. Right now I'm kind of taking the long way to get to the street that I need to be on, because coming out of the mall, the intersection leading into the mall and out of the mall frequently gets jammed up, and I kind of want to avoid it, so taking the longer way is actually probably the faster way. Alright, so I just got that first order dropped off. Now I'm on my way to the second one. I didn't film the drop off on the first one because there was a kid hanging out the window, or like in the window, so I'm just not going to put some random kid in my YouTube video. Hopefully the next one will be a little less kid-ridden, and I'll be able to get some footage of that for you guys about 5 minutes out, and then after I drop that off, I'm going to head home. All right, the double's complete. Another 19 bucks, I think it was, in the bag. I'm starting to see tracks in the road from the ice and snow. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it and head home. I was hoping it would stop, but it looks like it's more lightly snowing now. When I get home, I'll go ahead and calculate my earnings and report back on what I made. Grubhub has been going absolutely nuts. As soon as it started snowing, Grubhub was just blowing my phone up. So, kind of sucks I can't stay out, but I got to be safe first.